Welcome into the Locked On Mavs versus Grizzlies live stream. This is going to be a live stream of the game. I'll be breaking it down, talking about it, answering questions from chat. So if you're listening on audio, you know that I'll be bringing up a bunch of different chats and hearing from people and all that. So let's get in. Let's go, Mavs versus Grizzlies. Morris Johnson Jr. not playing. Jorge Diaz-Graham getting the start for him. Ryan Nembhard not playing. Seva getting the start for him. Get to see Cam Boozer, though. Seva versus Cam Boozer in the opening tip. What's up, everybody? Different kind of game than we expected going into this. I thought maybe it'd be Boozer versus Rez. And the tip. This is where I am. Start with Toby Lawal on the ball, and Seva trying to guard Boozer, and there's just no shot. There's just no shot. There's no way he's going to be able to guard him. We got lots of Larry tonight, which I'm excited about. Bringing up the ball right now. Kicking over to Lawal. Seva being guarded by Boozer on the other end, too. And a drive and a little quick foul. Okay. Seva can handle the ball. Yeah, no Morez. No Morez in this one. Grizzlies starters, Cam Boozer. I see Cedric Coward out there. Our boy Omax Prosper getting the start. Taylor Hendricks starting at center. Kind of a weird one, but he started at center a lot, I guess, for them. Javon Small. Like, basically, guys that'll all be in their rotation. Javon Small, Cedric Coward, Boozer. Hendricks and Omax maybe on the outside looking in. Austin asked if any reason Rez isn't playing. Late scratch or just like sometimes they'll play a couple of like these top picks will play 2 games in Summer League. Like that's what Flag did last year. He played 2 games in Summer League, and Boozer bullies Seva into the post and misses the shot. Good fight by the Mavs under the rim though. Diaz-Graham over to Larry. Seva. Pick and roll Poulikitis. Oh! Offensive foul. And that'll be on Poulikitis. We got Larry, Seva, Poulikitis, Toby Lawal, and then Jorge Diaz-Graham getting the start for the Mavs. Boozer, Seva on him, tries to drive left, get into the paint, just too easy, but misses the lefty layup. Grizzlies are really pressuring the ball. Yeah, they're saying he's hurt with a left calf soreness, but you know what that means. We know what left calf soreness means. Oh, Toby right to the rim, right at Boozer, and gets the lefty layup to go. And now they're calling a timeout for blood. 8:33 left in the first quarter. 2-2 stoppage for blood. Who drew blood? Boozer? Yep, they're wiping Boozer's face. He got hit in the nose, I guess. That's what happens when you try to be the bully. Is Morris is ducking Boozer now? He's scared? I guess so. He did lose to him the one time they played in college. The one time they played in college, or at least there's my guy with the chain. Shout out to my guy with the chain. Is that Tony? Is that Vegas Tony? Is it my guy with the chain that gets everybody to sign it and is always dancing? He's a dancing doctor. All right. Boozer's got the nose plugged up. Let's go. Tip the ball. Toby pressuring the ball. They put Toby Lawal on Javon Small to guard the ball handler, which I find kind of interesting. Foul on the screen. Yeah, Shrimp says Seva, Shrimp Cocktail. That's an amazing name. Seva's the same height as Boozer. It's crazy. Yeah, he's like 6'8". And I think Boozer's definitely bigger and taller for sure. I mean, there's no question. But he's a bigger guard. Speaking of which, Boozer posts up, gets the seal on Seva, kicks back out. Taylor Hendricks. Good miss and another foul. Yeah, if Toby's going to drive, yes, C-Mac. If Toby's going to drive, get out of the way. That's right. Because he's going to jump over the top of you. He's going to eclipse you. Does anybody in the chat, do we miss Omax? Shout out to Carlos Boozer. What a time. What a time for Carlos Boozer. All right. Larry, Javon Small picking him up at half court. Diaz Graham, the Spanish connection. Larry drives left now. And the ball slips out of his hands again. This is the thing we got to work on the hand strength with Larry, I think. Omax down the lane. Gets the lefty layup to go in transition. Good outlet pass. Was that a Boozer one? Great Boozer steal and assist. Dang, that was a good outlet pass. Pulikitis now. Down to Seva. Seva goes right up and kicks it out. Turnover. Good look, but not a good pass. Boozer bodies Jorge Diaz-Graham under the rim. Just barrels right into him. Holy cow, imagine. Imagine taking the brute force of Cam Boozer right there like that. Wait, maybe
pause.
Maybe that. Maybe I needed that for myself. Nobody misses Omax. The Mavs have too many wings and forwards right now to miss Omax. Like, I was going through some of the minutes today. It's just not. Like, there's just so many. Was that Sergio that drew the foul right there? Oof, tough. Seva. Oh, good post up. Fouled by Omax. This Mavs Summer League team is so interesting. It's like Toby Lawal in his English accent talking to Seva from Russia, talking to Larry from Spain. The European Mavs are back, man. Jorge Diaz-Graham from Spain. Pulikitis. How far back do we have to go, Pulikitis, for the Greek, like, heritage? Wikipedia. Born in Illinois. Okay. Didn't go far enough back. He said his grandparents are Greek. Family and ancestry are Greek. Hendricks, post up on Pulikitis, lefty finish. 8:50 left. Grizzlies up 8-4. Mavs only put up 4 points because, holy cow, they cannot get any passes to go without turning it over. I'm not going to put that on there, C-Mac, but I will say that there's one particular reason why that would not all happen to them. Boozer posting against Seva again. Triple team. Jorge Diaz-Graham almost gets the ball away. Somehow Boozer gets it out to Hendricks, who misses the three. Boozer offensive rebound. Double, triple pump fake, puts it back up into the rim. There's just no stopping Cam Boozer under the rim, man. He looks like a 15-year pro. It's like Zach Randolph. Lorea, spin back. Nice pass under the rim to KO. Boozer again. Kicks back out. Hendricks, drive, kick. Jemai Mashak. Oh, huge block at the rim by Toby. And Ischenko passes over to Larry in transition. Gets the bucket to go. 10-8. Mavs down by 2. 5:53 left in the first quarter. Not bad. Not bad. All that work by Cam Boozer for what? For what, chat? Squad, for what? 2-point lead. We had that nice Larry pass. We got that Ischenko drive. An assist. We'll take it. Toby Lawal block under the rim. Toby block led to a Seva push. Dow's only down 8-10. Memphis timeout. Why are we full? Swerve says, why are they full court pressing like a bunch of tryhards? That's what they are. That's what Summer League is. That's the best thing about Summer League. Everybody is a tryhard. That's what they're doing. We got to try hard. They got to try hard. Like, some of these guys are trying to, like, think about the guys that are playing for the Mavericks right now. Diaz Graham trying to prove himself in the NBA. Seva trying to get some kind of roster spot or a two-way or something. At least Diaz Graham has at least Seva got drafted, but Diaz Graham undrafted. The Mavs G League team drafted him in the, really high in the G League draft, but he doesn't have an NBA spot. So you got a bunch of guys just like trying to make it. Yeah. Pincognito says, I can't remember if Isaac said this. He did, but you always know that Seva is on the court. Just finds a way to be involved and usually is productive. Yeah. I mean, right now, he's on the court because Cam Boozer is trying to go after him every single time. He's like trying to post him up but you do know because he is making an impact. And we'll take that. And that was what? That was a Mavs 4-0 run. 4-0 run when it's 8-10 feels like a lot. All right, here we go. Oh, Cedric Coward to the rim. Seva with the rebound. Good little pass in transition. Diaz Graham up top to KO. Puts it in the alley-oop. The big-to-big connection. And the foul. Tie game. 5:35 left in the first quarter. Wow, Diaz Graham, that's a nice touch pass. Nice little touch pass from a big. And KO DeRicci, man, he can jump out of the gym. Him and Toby, they are just these insane athletes. Chat, you're killing me. Omax passes out. Springer, Garden, Cedric Coward, 2 NBA guys. Posting up, gets in the lane, and he gets swallowed up. No travel. I wanted to travel. And Jaden Springer tips the ball away, and they call it a foul on him instead of an out of bounds. That lob from Jorge was from like half court. KO misses the free throw, obviously. So Mavs tied 10-10, 5-13. And then Jorge Diaz Graham gets pushed into Cedric Coward, but they're going to call a foul on the Grizzlies. Let's go. Okay. Lovering. Lawson Lovering. What a name. Springer dribbling the ball like Stanley from The Office. Now Seva, top of the key, ISO-ing, left, spins back right in the middle of the lane, tries to finish, and he just gets mugged. Calling an offensive foul. I liked what De La Reyes looked like. He showed potential. He showed good feel. Like, he's got to still figure out his spot with the Mavericks, obviously, with this team in the NBA, but the feel he's shown has been really good. Coward drives right into the lane, gets blocked to the rim by KO. Springer tries to get away with the loose ball, doesn't get it. There you go. Darren Green picks it up. He's going to take it himself. Kicks over. Diaz Graham back to Green. Swing back. Jaden Springer going to drive. Pass inside to KO to reach a huge block. Great cut down the middle of the lane. Mavs up 12-10. Omax is running it out in transition. Diaz Graham stops the ball. Up top, KO. Foul by Darren Green under the rim. Have the Mavs ever won a Summer League championship, Jeremiah? Lest we forget. The 2017 Orlando Mavericks. Lest we forget these legends. The only one I remember is Ding. Is that? But lest we forget. Don't ever tell me you don't remember the 2017 Mavs Summer League champions. Now, it was the Orlando Summer League. Jaden Springer into the rim. Misses a little bunny at the rim. But this Mavs team definitely won a championship. I was there. Shout out to Ding. Shout out to... I don't remember who else is on that team at all. Grizzlies finish on the rim over the top of Springer. The Springer minutes have not been necessarily good. The wrong Cooper making something happen. Carson Cooper for the Grizzlies. All right, Springer the ball now. Pulikitis contested three. They're calling Coward for the foul. All he was doing was standing there. He just kind of stepped into him. Oh, Jeremiah, I get it. I get it. You weren't a foul. Have you spoken about how this Memphis lineup is even better, even without Boozer, is better than what they were putting out for the regular season? It honestly is. Like the starting lineup for this Grizzlies team was better than the starting lineup they were putting out at the end of the season. That's how ridiculous they were playing. I mean, Omax was their center. At least they put Taylor Hendricks out there, guy with some bulk. But like Javon Small was playing a ton, so it's like this kind of was their team. Coward with a three. Big rebound for Pulikitis. Gets stuck, picks up his dribble. KO picks up his dribble. Jaden Springer, 18 seconds, 17, 16, barely gets it over the timeline. KO to Ricci, up top, gets blocked by Cedric Coward at the rim, but Darren Green gets the rebound and lays it up with the right hand on the right side. Holy cow. KO, I thought was going to slam that home, and he got completely stuffed at the rim by Coward. Wow. So Springer to KO, cutting, and then two-handed block up top by Cedric Coward. Just volleyball, like, stops it. Oh, my gosh. Coward is good, man. Coward and Boozer and Edie, if they play, like, that's a fun little group. I don't know if we got any guards working with the Grizzlies. We got Ty Jerome. Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Am I back? Okay. We got Ty Jerome. Boozer's about to check in. 3:04 left in the first quarter. Mavs up 17-12. Oh, I totally forgot. They've got a killer off the bench. D'Angelo Russell on the team. But it's like Scottie Pippen Jr., Cam Spencer, Jalen Wells. It's like Javon Small, like a bunch of like solid guards. Walter Clayton Jr. But they don't have anybody that would start on a playoff team or play on a playoff team. Like Ty Jerome, maybe. Maybe Jalen Wells like in 2 years. Larry picked up by Cedric Coward. Really pressuring the ball, and Larry's doing a good job. Step back, kicks back over to Diaz Graham. In the corner, getting stuck. Got to get away. Got to get it out. Larry, Cedric Coward all over him. 5 seconds. 3, 2. Larry drops him on the ground. Misses the three. Whoo! Got to finish that play. You got to put that down, Larry. I don't know if that's in the EuroLeague when they have a highlight play like that. Do they not make it out of like in reverence to the player? Like, hey, I didn't mean to embarrass you. Dang, that would have been a sick clip. That would have been sick. Garrett Morris Johnson Jr. not playing. He's on the, quote, IR with left calf soreness. I think it's just that he played 2 games, and that was it. That's what they did with Cooper Flagg. They've done that in the past. Who's Shades of Bertans? Who's Shades of Bertans? Larry? At least he can handle the ball. At least he can do that. Man, I can't believe Larry didn't make that. Also, my stream got behind. All right, wait, let's watch this play again. Or I'll watch the play. You can watch it with me. Okay, so Jorge has the ball. He passes it back to Larry. Jorge Diaz kind of tries to set a screen, but then runs back, and then, ooh, Larry like pushes him off. He does push a little bit with his left arm. As he goes right, hesitation, pushes him a little bit, steps back. Oh, misses the 3 off the front iron. I'm not mad. A little push, just a little shove, a little push and shove. Yeah, Eric, I'm with you. I think his handle has seemed tighter. The very first play he had the ball, it slipped out of his hands, and we've seen that a couple times. This is really a challenge. Why are we challenging in Summer League? The Mavs won it, though. It was off of Taylor Hendricks. Successful challenge with the Mavs. They still lose a timeout because of whatever, but they got one left. It's fine. Mavs having a head coach named Joe Boylan is just sending me Jim Boylan vibes. I just can't get it out of my head. Allen's not impressed with Sergio yet. I get it. He hasn't put up a lot of stats yet. Feel is good. I can't get Spencer Dinwiddie out of my head when I see Darren Green Jr. The 26. Seva guarded by Cedric Coward. Cedric Coward's all over the ball handlers right now. Doubled off the screen. Passes over to Darren Jr. Bobbles it. Back to Seva. Drives left into the lane and finishes under the rim. A really great drive by Seva. Love to see that. Didn't let the pressure get to him. And stolen by Diaz-Graham. This is Guillermo Diaz-Graham, right? 44. Now Larry loses the ball. We just talked about it, but a foul. We had literally just talked about Larry's handle, and yet here, 147 left. Mavs up 19-12. All that talk about Boozer early and nothing going. They haven't scored basically since he left. That's so funny. The Liga ACB has an award Best Young Player. What's the translation? Is it just young? Larry picking up at half court. Tips the ball, goes out of bounds. Kick ball. We got Larry, Poulikitis, Seva, Diaz-Graham, and Darren Green Jr. And Diaz-Graham fouls at the top. Guillermo Diaz-Graham is 44. Is this a 17-2 run? It's 21. Yeah, because it was what? It was 4-10? 17-2 run by the Mavs. Let's go. Boozer almost gets the rebound. Out of bounds, and they're calling it Mavs ball. Put on your best dress shoes. Mavs ball. And the Grizzlies will challenge. What are we doing? Ugh. All right, out of bounds. Okay, fine. Tyler Burton from Villanova. Okay, Cosmic says, why haven't you said anything about Cuban's litigation against Dumont? It's kind of a non-story, but I thought it might have been brought up. Until something happens, it's going to matter. I don't really care about it because sometimes this stuff just like goes into court, right? What about whatever happened to the Donnie Nelson suing Cuban thing, right? Like there's some things we can speculate about, and we'll have sources, or we'll know some things about it that may affect the Mavericks in the future. I think the arena stuff matters for the Mavericks in the future, right? It matters because it matters to Mavs fans where they're going to play. This may not matter to any Mavs fans at all at any point, right? Like it's just two rich guys being upset about something else, like something different, each one of them. And so, look, it just doesn't affect the team. It doesn't really affect anything, really. Like it's not going to affect ownership, I guess. Like what's at stake for a story like that? So like the Donnie Nelson one went away. This one will probably go away. Rich guys litigate a lot. John says this team is a joke. They're winning. Cannon says Nemby's not in the game tonight. No, he's out with an illness. Oh, unless it goes off Seva's foot. Also, are we going Seva S-E-V-A, or is it E because his name is Sevalad? Yeah, I'm with Luke that this is a good test for Larry. Ooh, Memphis. Ref, the challenge is successful. The last one off Dallas. He's like upset. He's like upset that they got it right. So there you go. Successful challenge for the Grizzlies. 1:37 left. 21-12. Dallas Mavericks up on a 17-2 run currently. They're going to try to inbounds over the top to Boozer, and he's just too big, too strong. Travels under the rim. Travels again, doesn't get called. Kicks out to Taylor Hendricks. He can't hit a three to save his life. And Guillermo Diaz-Graham gets the rebound. Boozer tries to take it away from him. Larry, the outlet pass to Darren Green Jr. on the right side for three. Nails it because that's what he does. 24-12. Mavs up. I'm loving this team. Great pass. Great look ahead by Larry. Another Hendricks three. Cannot hit at all. Holy cow, that guy is just jacking up threes. How many has he taken so far? Someone from the crowd just yelled, discipline. That's why you don't do this. Taylor Hendricks is 0 for 4 from 3. He's taking 2 twos. Carson Cooper to the line for the Grizzlies. And Cam Boozer lane violation. But they didn't call it. That cuts the run to... Oh! The inbound almost gets blocked away from Poulikitis, but Seva gets it back. Taylor Hendricks picks him up. Their center. And now over to Larry. Offensive foul. Guillermo Diaz-Graham. And now they're taking one Diaz-Graham out for the other Diaz-Graham. Guillermo coming out. Jorge coming in. Jorge is 45. Guillermo is 44. All right, Larry trying to pick up full court. They switch. Larry's got to guard Boozer, and he passes it out. We'll take that. Meshack under the rim. He travels. Doesn't count. Seva guarding under the rim. Blocked. Kick out. Taylor Hendricks. He didn't take the corner three. Goes right to the rim and throws it down. A huge one-handed right-handy dunk. Whoo. 24-16, 35 seconds left. Larry takes the ball across the timeline. Drives, kicks back out. Diaz-Graham airballs the three. Tough one. Tough one. Taylor Hendricks one more time. Finally hits one. 1 for 5, Taylor Hendricks, after the huge dunk. Sometimes you just need to get the molecules going, you know? Now this is a Grizzlies 7-0 run. It's 24-19. What was the best score the Mavs had? Was it 24-12? 120, 24-12. And now we're on the 7-0 run by just some bad offense. Dallas ATX says Memphis stepped out of bounds. There's so many calls that I feel like are getting missed right now. Like, how many times has Boozer shifted his pivot foot? Heck yeah says, how come none of the Mavs games are on Prime? The next one is actually. These three are all on the first three are all on ESPN. 10 seconds left. Dallas up 24-19. Coward screen. Gets the ball on the roll. And awful pass. 2.5 seconds left. The Mavs are going to get it. Who said slightly gets over competitive? That's true. How many fouls have we got so far? 8 on the Grizzlies, 11 on the Mavericks. Seva inbounding, kicks it to Pulakidis. 1-2, takes the 3. Oh, off the left side of the backboard. Did not think he was going to get that off with 2 guys in his face. Mavs up 24-19, end of the first quarter. Not mad at it. They're all going to talk about Cam Boozer, but that's fine. That's fine. 6 points for Ko Dorici, 3 dunks right at the rim and a block. Good finishes. Larry, 3 assists. I think a couple of those are to him. And why am I watching a commercial of a guy eating it on a treadmill? Just completely fell off. Sergio De La Rey, a couple of points as well with free throw line, hit another jumper, or hit another layup. That pass from Seva under the rim. Seva, 4 points, a rebound, and assist. 2 turnovers, though. 1 really bad pass. The stats in Summer League, people have been talking about it a lot, but the stats in Summer League have they only matter because they like represent a thing that happened. You have to know the thing that happened, though, because you have to know it's all about the process, right? All right, I'll be back in 1 minute. Today's episode of Locked On Mavs brought to you by Wayfair. Your home should feel like your home. And sometimes it doesn't take a complete renovation to make that happen. You don't have to get like a whole bunch of stuff. It just takes finding the right piece at the right price. So whether you're refreshing one room or updating your entire space, Wayfair helps make creating a home you love feel more attainable. I've done that. I've got a bunch of different things in my house from Wayfair. I got some end tables, got some stuff for the outside, all kinds of things with Wayfair, and I love that you can get free shipping right to the house. I didn't have to go and make sure that I have like the right kind of truck to go and like pick this up and then bring it all the way back, and then I'll have to deal with all that. Boom, delivered right to me. You gotta love that about Wayfair. They have all kinds of different styles too. So if you wanted something in a specific color, you can check all those different ones. You can see exactly what they need. They got the dimensions on there. So if you're ready for an upgrade on your home that's way less, head to wayfair.com right now. Shop all things home. Get your space ready for less. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. Welcome back to Locked On Mavs versus Grizzlies Summer League. Mavs up 24-19. Larry takes the ball across the timeline, passes over to Springer. Springer drives in the lane, tries to post up, spins, and gets fouled under the rim. Another foul. Who would have thought? Who would have thought another foul? That's the 20th foul of the game so far. That's fun. Who loves a good foul? Who loves a good referee call? What's your favorite referee like moment? Is it when they get to do the offensive foul, like the real emphatic? What about the block where they like kind of skip? You know, like what's your in the chat? What's your favorite referee kind of call? Because that's all we're getting these last 2 games. Larry picks up at half court. Boozer driving against Toby. Toby has no match for him. Boozer, the pump fake, but then Ko Dorici blocks it out of bounds. I'm with Double O Kleb. These games would be. I like the one free throw thing. I think it moves it so much faster. Imagine how slow these games would have been. Oh, they called a foul on KO, or did they call it on Toby? They called the foul on Toby. I'm fine with that. The KO block was clean. But yeah, this game would be so much longer. Missed the free throw though. 9:30 left. Mavs up 24-19. Larry takes the ball across half court, picked up with vigorous defense, and they call an offensive foul because the Grizzly player flopped. Oh, look at that Chase logo on Sergio De La Rey. It's just that's built by Dallas. You know, like that, it just represents everything that the city is about. Carlos Boozer's wearing a hat. It's camo that says, I forgot what it's a dad gang? I forgot what it's. Boozer, top of the key, passes it out. Grizzlies pick and roll, step back 3, and canned it, Javon Small. Toby taking the ball. Cam Boozer picking him up. Everybody's just playing pressure defense. KO Dorici and Toby Lawal. High pick and roll. Smartly passes it over to Larry. Larry pick and roll. KO up top. Puts it down. Larry puts it exactly where he could have gotten it. And the KO Dorici vertical is absolutely insane to be able to put that down. Holy cow, what a pass. Omax, 3. Goes how you'd think it would. Sorry, Omax. Sorry, guy. All right, Diaz-Graham over to Larry. Drives left side. Stops on a dime. Kicks it back out to Springer. Man, he almost traveled there. Springer, corner. Larry misses it. Boozer the board. He just gobbles up rebounds. I think he's going to average 10 boards this year. Boozer, Hendricks. Toby picks him up. Larry Garden Boozer, the post up. Oh, God, he's toast. The Cam Boozer turnaround fade jumper misses. Interesting. The turnaround fadeaway jumper against a much smaller defender. Larry gets the ball almost taken away by Omax. Larry kicks back and not deflected out of bounds. Good thought, but a bad pass. Good thought, bad pass. All right, where was that? Okay, 8:46. That alley-oop was nuts. What an insane finish. Oh, my gosh. 26-22. 26-22, 7:47 left. Cedric Howard drives in the lane, fouled. That was a bad pass by Larry. Solo's no res today. Him and Nembhard are both out. No, surprisingly, nobody has asked about Nembhard. Toby Lawal gets that foul. And Seva back in. Nobody has asked why Nembhard's not playing today. Tough. Everybody's asking about Rez. Omax posts up Seva, tries to finish over the top of him, and does. Good little finish there by Omax. He was always good around the rim. He was always good getting fouled. Seva now being guarded by Cedric Howard. Pass out to Springer. Springer tries to drive right to the rim and gets fouled and kicks it to the ref. 7:24 left in the second quarter. Mavs up 26-24. Their lead was at once 21-12. Really good Larry passes. What's he at? 4 assists so far? Yep. 4 assists, 4 points, 3 turnovers, though. Springer hits the free throw. Double the points for the Mavs. Javon Small takes the screen, the switch, under the rim, and passes to no one. Mishak gets it. Oh, Coward, the pump fake. Springer falls for it, which leads to an easy layup under the rim for Lawson Lovering, the 7'1" Utahn. Larry kicks it out. Springer, nice looking 3. Nice driving kick, Larry in transition. That was a push after a made basket. (31-26). Paul, shout out Paul Mullen in the chat. Yeah, Res must have graduated. Graduated Summer League, I guess. I would love to see him in one more game, but, you know, it is what it is. Springer drives left side, kicks back out. Diaz-Graham misses the shot. Toby almost gets the rebound, but does not. Now Toby guarding Cedric Howard. Kick out. Coward again. Top of the key. Drives lane. Kicks back out. Ooh. Toby almost with the block, but gets pushed out of the way. He's also kind of slight of frame, too. His three-point shot is one thing, but to be like a physical player in the NBA on the wing, he's not going to be able to. Pulikitis drive. Kick out. Springer. Hits again from the corner 3. He's liking that right corner right now. There was something about him with corners, wasn't there? That one corner was great and one was awful. Maverick T3H, we will. Love Isaac. He'll be back again. Slightly with me. It was on with me tonight. Out of bounds, Mavs ball. Send some money to your favorite charity. It's Mavs ball. Earlier, slightly tweeted that Cam Boozer is really Moses. He said Cam Boozer is really Moses. And I said, Moses Brown? And somebody else responded, Moses Moody? What kind of Moses is Cam Boozer? Shrimp Cocktail says Slightly's not watching a single minute of this game. At least we know who's watching at one point. He tweeted about Cam Boozer, so at least we know he's watching at some point. Moses from Exodus. Cam Boozer's like, let my people go. And they let John Morant go to Portland. They sure did let John Morant go. Oh, Allen's trying to rage bait me. Is it going to work? Larry's an overrated white boy. He's nothing special. Who's an underrated white boy? Allen? Are there underrated ones, or are there any properly rated white boys for you? Allen, I need to know. Who's a properly? I'm not gonna answer your chat, but let me know who's a properly rated white boy. Thomas Anderson says Dalton Connect. Is he underrated or proper? Who's a properly rated white boy? The Unk from the Lakers. Who's that guy's name again? What's that guy's name from the Lakers? What was he, number? Allen has no response. Mike D'Antoni on the broadcast now? Oh, Mike D'Antoni in the Hall of Fame? Shout out to him. Properly rated white boy, Jock Landale. I don't know. Didn't he just get like $14 million? Didn't Jock Landale just get like a huge contract? Seva drives left side of the rim. Blocked off the backboard. There's three guys in between him and the basket. Not a smart play. But John Poulikitis gets the jump ball under the rim in transition. Nice little defensive play from him. Daniel says Maxi Kleba, properly rated white boy. I don't know. I feel like he was underrated by some, overrated by a lot of us. Thomas Anderson says Laravia. Thomas, you can't get the white boys on the Lakers confused. There's only so many of them. Alan says I want Larry to be as good as you say he is. How good do I say Larry is? What are you thinking I'm saying? Wait, where is Tyler Smith? He hasn't played yet. He's not been good. Tyler Smith has not played. Javier Francis has not played. It is kind of strange Tyler Smith didn't play when he was a 2-8 last year. But he wasn't with this front office. And the coach didn't play very much in the first two games, so I'm not surprised he's not playing. Boozer drives. Ball tipped out of bounds. Grizzlies ball. 5:05 left in the second quarter. Mavs up 34-28. I know. D-Pen, that was the joke. Diaz Graham out in transition. Seva, the over-the-head pass. He loves that pass. Swing to Poulikitis. Pull a three-dis and let it fly. He does. Get it to go. 37-28. Mavs up by 9. This Grizzlies team is like their actual starting lineup. Can't get anything over on this Mavs group right now. Springer tries to defend it under the rim. Gets the ball to go. Back to the Mavs. Seva kicks out. Darren Green Jr. This is what he does. 3-ball. Right wing. Cosmic, I get it. Boozer under the rim. Seva blocks him. And Seva saves it too. Well, they call that a Diaz. They call that a Jorge Diaz Graham block. That's okay. Seva got the ball now. Top of the key, tries to drive right, spits two defenders right to the rim, but it blocked. Oh, I thought that was going off the backboard first. Boozer, catch and shoot, the dip, the miss. Rebound, Boozer. Is he going to go again? Going to do it again? Do it again. Drives left, spins right. Defender falls, finishes at the rim. They count it. The basket and the foul. Tough. Luke says a properly rated white boy was Ryan Brokoff. At ease, accountant. Your watch has ended. Your audit has ended, Ryan Brokoff. Daniel says Seva playing the 1. I mean, kind of. They've had him initiating. I don't know that this team is going to have 1s this year. Think about all the players they have. Kyrie, Marcus Sasser, Larry. Like, they're not like traditional point guards. Kyrie kind of is. But Kyrie's played his best basketball like as an off-the-ball guy to Luka and LeBron. Springer takes the ball over half court, drives all the way to the rim, kicks back out. Darren Green Jr. again. Hits again. Isn't that his 4th 3? Whoo. 43-31, 3:44 left in the half. Wow. Darren Green Jr., his 3rd 3, 11 points. Mavs have a bunch of points off the bench. Jaden Springer's got 8. Ko DeRicci's got 8. Darren Green's got 11. These older guys, man, getting it done. Literally the 3 oldest guys on the Mavs Summer League roster. Cosmic says underrated white boy Cam Spencer. Agreed. What about Pat Spencer? Swerve says brick of 3-dis. I mean, but he hit that one. He's 1 of 2. He's hitting 50% in this game. So what do you want from him, huh? You want perfection from John Poulikitis? 6 of 11 for the Mavs on 3s right now. Darren Green Jr.'s got 3. Jaden Springer's got 2. Poulikitis got 1. Let's go. What are the assist numbers like? Larry's got 5 assists. Seva's got 2. Making their assist to turnover ratio look better. Love that. Cosmic Goran Dragic was a legend. Agreed. Made one all-star team? Or more than one? Did he make like one with the Suns? Or was it one with the Heat? I feel it would have to be Heat. He made an all-NBA team too. That's wild. He was most improved, made all-NBA 3rd team with the Suns. And then with the Heat, made the all-star team. He split it. That's so wild. One season you make all-NBA and most improved. And then another season you make an all-star. He was 6th man of the year. He was 6th for 6th man of the year in 2020, and no other accolades on his basketball reference page. Mavs are up 10 with no res on the court. Yeah. They're hitting their 3s finally. Mavs Digest said Danny Green's son's on the roster. Darren Green Jr. Wrong D Green. Game back, Cedric Howard over the top and bad pass. The entry still goes, but foul on Diaz Graham. Foul on Diaz Graham of the Jorge variety. 3:24 left. Mavs up 43-31. No Ryan Nembhard in this game because of an illness. Lots of Mavs fans are upset about that. No Morez Johnson Jr. Mavs are actually upset. Mavs fans are actually upset about that. They call it a left calf soreness, but if you call it that, it's whatever. Cedric Howard minus 12 in the game right now. Seva to Darren Green Jr. He's feeling it. Passes the ball. Jorge Diaz Graham right to the rim. Cedric Howard and the blocking foul. Are they saying the basket counts? The basket counts. Mavs up 45-33. Let's go. I have left calf soreness. Yeah, that's right. Noah asks how's Morez doing. I think he's doing fine. Left calf soreness is not a big deal for a like designation. It's basically just like a reason to not play him today, I think. Oh, Cosmic says you hear in the Clay rumors. Yes, definitely something I'll talk about in the One More Thing tomorrow. But we can talk about Clay to Miami. A lot of people are saying Davion Mitchell, and I don't know that one. Gakujin. How do you pronounce your name on here? Because I was thinking about that yesterday. Yesterday when I saw you. Omax, left wing 3. Mavs up 10, 2:55 left. Darren Green Jr. taking the ball up. Seva back to Springer. Springer underneath. Diaz Graham tries to finish, doesn't get it to go. Gakjin. Okay. Boozer doesn't get it to finish under the rim. Springer blocks it. Loose ball. Prosper comes up with it. Prosper drives left, kicks back out. Boozer, left corner 3, doesn't hit it. Bust. Omax tries to hit a 3. It's just, they get the ball back, launching a 3. It's only a 7-point game, and now Poulikitis is on the ground after the inbound. Jump ball, not what you want. Gakjin. The U is silent. Oh, U is nearly silent. Swerve hates Poulikitis. I didn't understand. I didn't understand why people were like all in on Poulikitis. I guess because he shot the 3-ball well. But I was like, all right, he showed something. Like, keep him on a 2-way. Some people were like, he deserves a roster spot. I was like, I don't know about that. Prosper from the left corner, met with 2 defenders, back to Boozer. Seva on him, tries to contest the 3, misses. And Prosper comes up with the offensive rebound, takes the 3, misses. Boozer gobbles the offensive rebound, but Seva comes away with it to steal. Splits defenders all the way to the rim in transition and misses the shot right at the rim. He can't finish, and Boozer gets the outlet pass. Cherry picking on the other end, puts it down. Deep hits the cherry, eats it, gobbles it, deals with the consequences. Larry underneath the KO, outside to Seva, doesn't take the corner 3, drives to the rim, and the ball is tipped away, but they call it a foul. Tough. 1:29 left in the second quarter. Mavs up 46-41. Who's watching the ESPYs? I think the last ESPYs I watched, Drake was hosting, and he brought Skylar Diggins up on stage, and like I thought that was so funny. And now I would look back at it, and I cringe so hard. 48-41. Darren Green picking up at half court. The pressure, the on-ball pressure defensively. Cedric Howard takes a 3. Nails it. It's a 4-point game, gents. Springer takes the ball up. Cedric Howard hounding him. Ko DeRicci looming for the screen. Springer waves it off. Larry comes off an off-ball screen, but Springer drives in the lane, and one right foot, left foot, airballs the floater, and then takes a jumper off of an offensive rebound. Misses it. That was a yikes sequence from that. That's all I'm going to call it. It's just a yikes sequence from Jaden Springer. A yikes sequence. Cannonball Wire Grizzlies running full court press the whole game because every team is doing it. Like, both teams are running these presses. The Mavs are doing it too. They're not full court. They're like 3/4 court press, but what's Cedric Howard got in this game? Cedric Howard, 3 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 of 8 from the field. Like, he's not really impressed me as a scorer. You'd think in a game like this where there's just not as many good like Mavs defenders or even like NBA level Mavs players, you'd think a lot of Cedric Howard being able to score here, but and the shot clock is broken. Darren Peterson walks in. Oh, there's Kirk and Ron and Kevin and Noah. Shout out to the whole Mavs contingent there underneath the rim on the one side. Aw. Who's your least favorite of that group? Chat, who's your least favorite of Kirk, Ron, Kevin, and Noah? And if it's Noah, I'll punch you. Who's your least favorite? Kevin Gray, Ron Harad, and Kirk Henderson. They're all sitting together at the game under the one rim. Oak Cliff Town says it's Burry's him. Do we get too cute with the Morez pick? Burry's, I liked Burry's, man. People kept calling me crazy. Noah seems to be somebody who would spit in a child's food. Noah Weber? Have you even met Noah Weber? He's like the nicest person I've ever met. Noah Weber writes for the Smoking Cuban. Gotcha likes Kirk when he's mad. Yeah, I agree. I've had Kirk muted on Twitter for a long time because I just couldn't handle it anymore. And we're friends. "15 seconds left. Larry picks up the ball handler. Dump down inside to Boozer. 3 players come around Boozer, and they all leave at the same time. And Boozer gets fouled. What were they doing? Boozer gets a post-up on Seva. Then Larry and KO come running over to help. And then they all 3 leave at the same time when they all 3 see each of them under the rim. Like, what the heck? Matt hates Tim Cato. Well, he's not one of the options. So far, nobody hates Kevin Graham. No, or not Kevin Graham. Kevin Gray. No Kevin Gray haters? Larry. Behind the back. Whoa! The lob doesn't go at the buzzer. Blocked by the rim. Mavs up 50-46 at halftime. Some interesting stuff we can talk about. We'll talk about the Mavs rotation a little bit here in a second. I got some thoughts on that. I'll be back in 1 minute. Today's episode of Locked On Mavs brought to you by Wayfair. Your home should feel like your home. And sometimes it doesn't take a complete renovation to make that happen. You don't have to get like a whole bunch of stuff. It just takes finding the right piece at the right price. So whether you're refreshing one room or updating your entire space, Wayfair helps make creating a home you love feel more attainable. I've done that. I've got a bunch of different things in my house from Wayfair. I got some end tables, got some stuff for the outside, all kinds of things with Wayfair, and I love that you can get free shipping right to the house. I didn't have to go and make sure that I have like the right kind of truck to go and like pick this up and then bring it all the way back, and then I'll have to deal with all that. Boom, delivered right to me. You gotta love that about Wayfair. They have all kinds of different styles too. So if you wanted something in a specific color, you can check all those different ones. You can see exactly what they need. They got the dimensions on there. So if you're ready for an upgrade on your home that's way less, head to wayfair.com right now. Shop all things home. Get your space ready for less. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair. Every style, every home. Yeah, Mavs versus Grizzlies, Summer League. Mavs up at the half, 50-46. A lead, everybody. Still live on YouTube. Follow wherever you're watching this. Appreciate you. If you're listening on audio, how did you get this far? We're like an hour in. Okay, we got KO to reaching 10 points for the Mavs off the bench. Darren Green Jr., 11 points. He has 3 threes off the bench. And then you got Jaden Springer, 8 points off the bench for the Mavs. None of them will make any waves for the Mavericks at all. Maybe the Texas Legends. What's up, Mavs blog? I'm feeling great. Cosmic says, whatever happened to midnight releases? The digital age has ruined everything. Star Wars, Harry Potter, Halo, all midnight releases. How about, okay, so the thing about movie releases now is they always do the weekend box office, but the first day is always Thursday. Like they're inching towards, eventually it'll be like the first weekend releases will just start on Monday or start on Sunday or start the weekend before. You're like, it's for the next weekend. It all counts for the next weekend. It's like, what the heck are they even doing? I used to love the midnight releases of movies. Now, I imagine the movie theater people did not like that, but like the being able to go to a movie at midnight, come out, and it's like 2:30 a.m. or something like that. And you're like so hyped because you just saw a movie that you were wanting to see for like years. But now, like they get released, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to see it Thursday at 6 o'clock. Fine. The other thing is, I missed the free NBA free agency thing was midnight. That was fun too. You wait until midnight and all these deals happen all at the same time, and you're like, heck yeah. Sweat the Boar Ranch. Sweat the Boar Ranch is Rez injured. Rez is they're calling it left calf soreness, but I'm not freaking out about it. Ooh, Jamie, good point. They stopped the midnight releases because of the shooting in Colorado. Yeah, that's a good call on that one. I'm okay to give up the midnight releases if that's the benefit. If we avoid shooting, I'll go out on a limb here and say that. Oh, we got Cam Boozer up on a platform. Oh, this is earlier today. I'm like, what the heck? How they get him interviewed up on the platform? I know where that platform is. Depends as KO's full name is Wild. I still have a hard time pronouncing the last name. Keo Dorichi Akabundu Eungu. It's like a lot. Yeah. Here we go again. Says Nick has changed, man. He changed. Those very, very early morning releases hit hard when you could not sleep. But no, Nick has to do what's best for the channel. What do you mean? We still post at like midnight every night. Wait, what actually has changed? Because I feel like we still we post around the same time. We used to go late because we would go after games. And now we still go late because Isaac's kids. Like, he puts his kids to bed and then we do the show. And that's just been the way that we posted it. Oh, like going live? Is going live ruining the channel? Damn. Tough look. Jonathan says the green guy plays the right way. I mean, he's just a shooter. Just a knockdown shooter. He is, for sure. He's 6'5". He's 25 years old, though. So I think wasn't he the one that played like 5 years in college? Yeah, he played 3 years at UCF, 2 years at Florida State. But he can shoot, man, for sure. What did he shoot in college? He shot 38% for three on 991 attempts, like 1,000 attempts in college. They only play 34-ish games a year. Like, imagine how many threes you have to take to get to 1,000. We have a dude who's all green. Must be hard to take promo photos of him with a green screen. They use blue a lot. So, but I guess that's more like VFX. Chat, you know what I appreciate about you is you'll just type things to say if I'll see them, to see if I'll say them. And you know what? That's fine. Sergio sometimes looks like a Rubio Manu with the stuff, then sometimes Nando De Colo. I mean, when you're talking about floor ceiling, one of the funniest things is like when you see people say Caleb Wilson, floor, Jason Tatum, ceiling, Kevin Durant. You're like, okay, we need to understand what a floor is. Because, yeah, for Larry, if you look at the floor for Larry, it's probably like he can come off the bench. He can score like a Nando De Colo. Like, okay, fine. Like, he can play make. He can do some stuff here or there. But the heights of Sergio De La Rey could be like a Gordon Dragic, maybe, you know? You make an all-star team at some point, like one time, because a lot of things went right. But I think he could just be a solid starter, which is fine. But he's got the feel, man. Steve says, what up, fellas? My cable just went out. Everybody pour one out for Steve. Pour one out for Steve. Dang. It's tough. Tough when the cable goes out. Does your internet still work? They're putting this game on Mavs TV. So if you got that, or ESPN, if you can watch ESPN somehow, or if, a different way to watch ESPN that may not be above board, raise the pirate flag. Set sail, my guy. Mavs boxes, remember all the times that the Mavs were getting Dragic? There was a time when we legit thought that Goran Dragic was a Maverick. Remember that trade? Remember that trade with with Kelly Olynyk and Derek Jones Jr. back in the day. Good Lord. We have seen so many weird things happen with this Mavericks team, and so many different like players, so many different regimes, so many different decision makers, like between Cuban, Donnie Nelson, Nico Harrison, Haralabos Vulgaris for one fateful Josh Green-filled night. Shout out to Carlos Boozer signing basketball. Does any of those kids know who Carlos Boozer is? Do any of those kids know that Carlos Boozer once dyed his own head skin so that he wouldn't look bald? I'm gonna guess not. Tough. It's a tough look for my guy. What's Cam Boozer got stat line? Because he should be destroying this Mavericks team. And I don't think he is. 13 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, a steal. He's just solid, man. Like that's just all. He's just gonna be good like this in the NBA too. Mavs blog, go do your thing. Thanks for checking in. We'll be here. Here we go. Start of the second half. Mavs up 50-46. We got Larry, we got Seva, we got Poulikitis, we got Diaz, Graham, and Toby. Toby drives right, back to Larry, drives left, right at the rim. Javon is too small, but Larry, ball tipped. Seva, the over-the-head pass gets read again and gets stolen. Boozer up top. Omax can't get it to go. Jorge Diaz-Graham blocks it, but they call a foul on whom? Excuse me? Jorge Diaz-Graham, foul under the rim. How? Show it to me again. Ed says wait till Seva actually gets to play the 1 and 2 guard instead of the guarding 3-4. Honestly, he's having to guard Boozer in this game. He's guarded ball handler. He's better guarding ball handlers. This over the head like hook pass that he's got though is nice sometimes, but he's done it 4 times so far in Summer League. It's gotten picked off 3 of them. Boozer, Javon Small, Toby on him. It's kind of telling that they won't put Toby on Cam Boozer though. Seva guarding Boozer, post up, kick back out. Taylor Hendricks. Brick again. Jorge Diaz-Graham the board. Diaz-Graham to Seva. Seva's driving right at Boozer. Resets. Corner. Larry drives around Cedric Howard. Stops behind the back to Diaz-Graham. Corner 3. Didn't look bad. It didn't look bad. Taylor Hendricks kick back out. Omax. Oh, remember that Omax drop I used to have because of the Grinch movie? Tough. Larry, up top to Toby. Oh, the lob again. How many lobs have we seen from Larry so far? What a perfect placement. You got to love it. Larry lobbed to Toby. Mavs up 52-49. And another foul. Holy cow. Is this the first ever UCF versus UCF with Hendricks versus Green? Yeah, how many pros does UCF even have? Players who played for Central Florida. Okay, here we go. Juwan Small, Jorge Diaz-Graham on him. Larry guarding Cedric Howard. Tries to go in the rim. Tries to go to the lane. And travel. Let's go. Good defense from Larry right there. Yeah, before Taylor Hendricks, Jermaine Taylor played in 2009 was drafted. Joey Graham in 2005. Oh, Taco Fall. Do you count Taco Fall versus Taylor Hendricks? That probably happened at some point. Diaz-Graham from Larry. Hits the 3 on the left side in transition. Let's go. And then Diaz-Graham tips the ball out of bounds almost. He sits down in the first row. Cosmic said a show full of old drops in the rankings would be peak. I'd have to like reload the whole soundboard. There's so many. I have a folder with just such random ones. Such random ones. Omax drives on Poulikitis. Steps back, jumper, nails it. Let's go, Omax. Omax. Here we go. Larry, pressured by Cedric Howard. Diaz Graham trying to set a screen for him in transition. Gets it over the timeline. Larry, pass to Poulikitis. Hounded by Omax. Toby, Boozer on him. Back to Larry. Larry drives right to the rim. Gets under the rim. Passing to Seva, but he misses the left-hand layup. Oh, he had a perfect opportunity right there. Great pass from Larry as Cedric Howard drives all the way down the floor. Passes out to Small. Open for three. Misses. Cedric Howard gets the board, though. And the little right floater. Man, that was right there. The Seva around the rim stuff is bad. He can get there. Like, that's so frustrating. He can get there. Good cuts. Good drives to the rim as he takes one right here. Over the head pass to Jorge Diaz-Graham, who passes it out to Poulikitis in midair, but misses it. And then Jorge Diaz-Graham grabs the ball. I like the Diaz-Graham stuff. He can pass it. He can shoot. He's a mobile big. He cannot play the 5 in the NBA ever. He can never play the 5. He's too small. If Santi Aldama cannot play the 5, Jorge Diaz-Graham can never play it, which means his brother can never play it either. All right, KO grabs the inbound. Hands it off to Larry like a running back. Drives left, kicks back out to Diaz-Graham, drives right, tries to spin back. The ball gets tipped away from a double team. And KO DeRicci, he was flying down the floor. Foul on, it's got to be on Diaz-Graham. They're not calling it yet. Wow, KO DeRicci flew down that floor. That's a goaltend. Yeah, it's a goaltend and a foul by KO DeRicci Agundu. I think it has 3 syllables in the second name. The second last name. I have the pronunciation written somewhere. KO DeRicci Akabundu Ahioku. Man, that name is Ahioku. It's because there's so many syllables. 55-55, 6:25 left in the third quarter. Poulikitis guarding the inbounds. Darren Green back in. Boozer, post up, and a foul on Darren Green. Isaac just texted me and said, "Are you streaming?" Yes. Maybe he'll jump on. Hopefully his stream is around the same time as mine, though. 6:22 left, 55-55. Inbound again from Grizzlies. I feel like we just had a deja vu. Darren Green guarding the ball handler, drives right to the rim, slides, Boozer, swing pass, and air ball way off the left side. Daniel says KO has some really nice intensity. Man, he goes for it. Like, you want a active hustle guy that can leap out of the gym. Bring him in to do some stuff. The NBA seems to value some guys like that. Like a Musa Cisse, Mayesh Keita. Like, just wreck shop for a second. Just come in for a few minutes and Larry getting hounded at the top of the key. Double off the pick and roll, but both of them leave him. He passes to Poulikitis. Guarded by Boozer. Dribbles left. Gets by Boozer, but stripped. Loses the ball. Grizzlies in transition now. Boozer, top of the key. Stripped by Darren Green. He's going to get beat to the rim. Nope. Beat to the left wing. 3 by Darren Green. That's what he does. Puts it down. Another 3 by Darren Green Jr. Danny Green might not be his daddy, but he's sure shooting like him. Cam Boozer tries to respond. Doesn't get it to go. And Green Jr. gets it. Darren Green Jr. pull up 3. Missed that one short. Dang. Cam Boozer, kick out. Burton for 3 for the Grizzlies. Hits that one. Tie game again. 58s. Seva taking the ball up. Boozer picks him up, and he tries to go behind the back, and Boozer fouls him right across the face. Green needs a camp invite. We can't invite everybody that shoots well. I guess he could be a camp invite for sure. He's 6'5", 25 years old. Rez, Larry, and Bieber. The rest can kick rocks. Is Seva Bieber? Is that who is that who we're talking about? Irish Princess. Snoozer travels at least 50% of the time. Interesting. Snoozer, already the nickname we're going with? That's what we got? Snoozer? What's Pulikitis' one-syllable nickname? John. Or you try to say Pulikitis so fast that it just sounds like one syllable. Not really a nickname guy. I mean, Pulithridis. Oh, Biberovich. Biberovich. Dennis says, when are you hoping Lively comes back? December? Yeah. I hope before that. But I'm not going to pencil him into the first month of the season. Because, man, he's not running yet. We're middle of July. We know he can walk. I'm not going to argue with any of you that he can walk. Ed says, is Pulikitis' two-way in jeopardy? I mean, I don't think so. But they have had some interesting guys. I mean, both these Diaz Graham guys are interesting, but they're Texas legends. If you can only pick one shooter, because you already have just a bunch of shooters, unless they move Clay for some reason. You got Biberovich, you got Max, you got Sasser to a degree. How many just shooter guys can you get and can you bring on? But yeah, Darren Green versus Pulikitis. I mean, sure. Darren Green with the ball, kicks out. Seva spins back right, tries to finish around the rim, misses, but gets his own rebound and fouled. A crossover into a spin at the rim against Omax and then gets fouled by Lawson Lovering. I did do a whole episode about the Lively 1 second clip. But I also brought a second clip. There was a second clip that nobody was talking about that I brought into that episode. If you haven't watched it, go watch me make a fool of myself. Darren Green gets the inbound. Drives left. Springer drives right. Spins back left to the rim. Hits it, even with the contact from Cedric Howard. Good little finish there by Jaden Springer. Nobody picking up the ball handler. Now Green does at half court. Mavs up 60-58, 4:25 left. As Cedric Howard takes the ball in the right corner, swings it over to Omax, takes the three, bricks it. Tough off the left side. The Mavs, we're going to have a Mavs sponsored vodka. Is Mavs vodka. It makes no three-point shots. It gets offensive rebound. It sticks the leg out. It sticks the leg out for the jumper. Oh, here we go again. Second clip was AI. Here we go again. Okay, sure. Actually, here we go again. If you wanted a really good retort, you can't see his feet in the other clip, which is fair. Can't see his feet. But there was the clip of him walking in Summer League the other day. Larry, him and Seva passing back and forth, gets the ball back, right wing, overhead pass to KO, kicks back out to Seva. 10 seconds left. Springer on the left wing now. Drives through his legs, spins, back out. Darren Green, 3, 2, lets it fly, misses. The confidence is high for Darren Green Jr., but he is not hitting. Awful pass for Omax. Larry drives all the way to the rim and passes, but out of bounds. I don't know why he just didn't go up with that one. Where are we at with Larry right now? Slightly is going to be so upset about this game. He's going to be like, that was so boring. I hate everything. Those are some of my favorite episodes when Slightly just is like, so, and everything's so beneath him. He's like, why am I doing this? What's the point? Why do I have LeBron's career achievements in front of me right now as a graphic? Springer inbound to Jorge Diaz-Graham. Tries to post up, gets doubled and fouled easily. Jamal Meshack. This kid's got 2 hats on. Living the life right there. 2 hats signed by NBA players, reading the program at NBA Summer League as like a 9-year-old. Someone explained to that child that life doesn't get any better than that at that moment. Diaz-Graham guarded by Coward. This will be interesting. Spins. Although Dirk one-legged fade at the elbow, misses it. Coward gets the rebound, pushes Meshack to the rim. Diaz-Graham tries to block and gets it to not go. And Diaz-Graham gets the loose ball. That's a nice little play, Jorge Diaz-Graham. Springer, the hesitation drive to the rim. Right-hand finish on the left side. Mavs up 62-60, 3:03 left. Diaz-Graham guarding on the perimeter and falls for the pump fake, but doesn't get the foul. Springer trucks Cedric Coward. In transition, they're going to call blocking foul. Cosmic says you're a real OG if you remember following Slightly and Locked On Mavs separately before they started doing content together. That was before 2024 season. That was like, so you're going back to 2023. If you're talking about that. Nick, what is Seven's ceiling based on 2.57 Summer League games? His ceiling based on 2.75. Okay, he's got to improve his shot because he's not taking threes. He hasn't taken a single one today, right? No, not one. He's 1 for 6. He's missing at the lane. And if he starts to finish some of these layups, his 3-point shot becomes respectable. He continues to be the defender that he is. He can be a solid starter for an NBA team, I think. The thing is, that's a lot of ifs. That's a lot of ifs for him. How did Slightly end up on Locked On? Okay, so I found Slightly's work, like I think years before he came on Locked On Mavs, and I was following him, and I would watch his stuff every once in a while, and I was like, okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. Then I brought him on as a guest a couple of times, I think. And then you get a good idea of like, all right, is he for real or whatever? And so then Isaac decided to leave that year for the Mavs, for the actual Mavericks. For the actual Mavs, tough. And then I was like, all right, I want somebody to do post games with me. So I brought on Slightly to do post games with me. What do we do with Mark Jones and Albert Hall and Warren Legary? We honored Mark Jones. Okay, cool. Sean says, are you getting some practice to be the next Followell? Yeah, but I got to wait till he dies. So like 50 years from now, because Followell is ageless. He's been doing this job for so long. And he's still like so young compared to all the rest of the broadcasters. Except the Spurs guy. Oh, wait. Under the rim. Diaz-Graham doesn't get the rebound because he jumps too quick. Seva fouls Taylor Hendricks. They don't call it. Another foul under the rim. They don't call that one either. Darren Green guarding Cedric Howard, and out of bounds. Mavs get the ball. Summer League legend Mark Jones. Heck yeah. When I hear Mark Jones, I think of NBA Summer League. Darren Green, he's hotter than fish grease. Darren Green takes the ball down the floor. 2:07 left. Mavs up 64-60. And Darren Green's going to take it from like 35. Misses off the front iron, of course. Yeah, we are getting Diaz Graham at center right now. But they're not playing a center that I care about that much. Boozer's been playing like a wing, except for... Oh! Springer comes over and blocks Boozer. Foul on that one. The thing is, if I actually did think about this the other day. If I like completely changed my career trajectory and worked really hard to be a play-by-play guy, and was like, all right, I got the, like I try to become the Mavs play-by-play guy, then all of a sudden I can't say a whole bunch of stuff on the show. And that would suck. Because I know how David Locke has to do his show on Locked On Jazz. And I'm like, I'd rather be able to just continue to do the show and do appearances and stuff with being able to say things. You can't like talk about trades until they're actually announced, like all that kind of stuff. That's tough. Yeah, but what would my calls be on play-by-play? Diaz Graham on the ground, gets the ball, but taken away by Meshack. Really far outlet pass. Taylor Hendricks cherry picking on the other end. Pulls him down, puts him in the bucket. Mavs up 2, 1:22 left in the third quarter. This is Poulikitis taking the ball up. Diaz Graham tries to set the screen. Hendricks fighting through it. Springer now. Toby the screen. Waves it off. Back to Poulikitis. Takes the three contested. Misses. And Darren Green almost gets the ball away, but out of bounds. The Skins still say a bunch of stuff. That's true. Skin does. Maybe it's because they're not, like, I guess they are kind of Mavs employees. Maybe Follow is in a way that Skin's not. I could definitely do the Jeff Skin Wade role. I would definitely be open to that. But I think I'm better doing actual play-by-play than I would be commentating. But I guess I could do it, whatever. I would definitely do that. Meshack outside Boozer, left wing three. Rims out. KO DeRicci comes away with it as Springer taps it. Nice. All right, here we go, Larry. 40 seconds left. Mavs up 2. Crosses the timeline. Dribbles left to the rim. And tries to finish, but gets fouled on the rim by Small. Too small. Is there a way to check when we first subscribed? Does YouTube have a way to do that? I might be able to check from, like, the back end. Because there's a thing where you can look up, like, who's subscribed and when. Oh, here you go. Date subscribed. Can I look it up? Can I go lifetime? Oh, my gosh. I got to go through all 50,000. Oh, boy. First subscriber ever, Phantom of the Hardwood. Shout out to you, whoever you are. Here we go again, 777. Okay, wait. Small takes it, kicks out. Boozer, right wing three now. Hits that one. 26 seconds left. Mavs down 1, 66-65. Larry taking the ball up. Larry picked up by Boozer at half court. Letting the clock run down. 2 seconds difference between shot clock and game clock. Larry calls up KO. Sets the screen left. Larry goes right. Oh, down low to KO DeRicci. The layup right at the rim. Nobody picked him up. They both went for the ball, and Small takes it down the court. Doesn't hit it. Holy cow, what a play by Larry, man. He's just smart. Like, that's the feel that you see. He waited, he was patient. Holy cow. Love that play. All right, wait. Let's go back to figure out when. Here we go again. Subscribed. That's what we're doing with this. That's what we're doing with our time. Why am I doing this? I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out. If that even is your name. Do you know around when you subscribed? Because I can sort it by date. I can actually Actually, wait. I can sort it by subscriber count for you too. Okay, wait. I'm gonna search your channel. You have 1 subscriber. No, wait. That's not you. Is that you? No. That's not the profile. You don't have that profile. Nobody go look at the profile. Oh, that was funny. No one will know why that was funny except for me. Wait, can I not just click on your profile on here? This is so annoying. Here we go against 777. Maybe I can do it on mobile. What's Boozer about to say? They just asked him if the 3-point line adjustment is going to be something he's going to go through in the NBA and to have to adjust to. He said no. He said no. I shot 40% from 3 at Duke. Offensive rebound, Boozer posts up on KO, multiple pump fakes, doesn't get blocked, hits it. Mavs up by 1. 9:36 left in the fourth quarter. Okay, there you go. Zofos subscribed in 2022, so they know exactly when they subscribe. Larry kicks out. Toby drives. Little right hook. Nice one in the lane. Did they give Larry an assist for that? I hope they did. They did. 9 assists for Larry now. But he's about to foul. Gets beat by Small. 3-pointer. And then Larry on the rebound fouls. Oh, here you go. Found it. Subscriber discount April 13th, 2021. Oh, I was almost there. I was on April 8th. I was so close. All right, how can you find out when you subscribe? People are asking. Shout out 2021. All right, well, we couldn't have subscribed on March 2017 because we started the channel in 2021. In 2017, you subscribed to this account? That's not possible. Larry takes the ball across half court, gets pushed by Small, almost backcourt violation. KO to Pulakidis. Prosper on him, back to Larry. Larry back to Springer. Springer drives left. Springer looks like Quentin Grimes, but he finishes the layup. Boom. Oh, the audio. Yeah, for sure audio. That's like super early. And Small gets the ball taken away from him, and under the rim, Toby almost gets a strip. Omax drives, pump fake, gets everybody to go. Foul under the rim. You only had the audio stream. Yeah, we did till 2021. So what's that, 4 years? That's a long time to just audio only. I'm signing Nick to play 1-year deal to fill out the roster and play back and forth. I'm definitely bigger than Ryan Nemhard, so. Okay. This is some Mandela effect. I remember the show being around 2017-18. Okay, we were audio only. Isaac and I took over Locked On Mavs in May of 2017, but it was only audio. We started doing video April of 2021. So that's what you're remembering. Larry up to 10 assists now. Let's go, Larry. Oh, my top 5 Mavs games. Oh, my gosh. I have to go back through the archives. Poulikitis, doubled. Springer, left corner. Drives right. Back, tries to dump the ball off to KO, and there's 3 guys underneath there. Why would he do that? Meshack kicks to Omax in transition. 3-ball, right wing, hits it. Mavs down by 2. Watch out. Omax is wearing a red hat because he's going right wing on that 3. Those are the things I couldn't say if I was on the Mavs broadcast. And then Seva drives right, but the same kind of hook pass and gets blocked again. Like, you got to stop that, my guy. That does not work in the NBA. You're subscribed to Jake Kim and Mike Marshall. Mike Marshall he's the one that just left the Mavs like not that long ago and did that tell-all on Jake's podcast. Yaxel was born 2 months after Omax. Is Omax really that old now? Okay, Springer drives right, pulls up. Misses every single thing he could hit. (72-70). Mavs up by 2. They've been nursing this lead for so long. Take the guitar on the plane. They've been nursing this lead. Coward stripped under the rim, and they're calling it Mavs ball. Dress up. Find a date. Mavs ball. And the Grizzlies haven't led since the first quarter. Springer is a black hole. I think Melo passes more. Which one? Carmelo or LaMelo? LaMelo definitely passes more. Carmelo, you're probably about right. He's trying to prove himself, though. This is what we talk about when we talk about, Seva just got hit in the face by Omax out of the rim. Omax misses. Cedric Howard gets the rebound. Floater. Hits it. Tie game. 7:08 left in the fourth quarter. We got a fun one. I've had 4 people text me if I'm in Vegas today. Springer drives, tries to take it all the way himself. Blocked. He is a disaster right now. Cedric, Coward, pull up 3 in transition. Misses. Omax, the offensive rebound. How many offensive rebounds have the Mavs given up today? Meshack, Seva, trying to guard 2 guys at once. Small, the one he couldn't get to, misses. Tie game, 72-72. All right. I'll be back in 1 minute. Today's episode of Locked On Mavs brought to you by Wayfair. Your home should feel like your home. And sometimes it doesn't take a complete renovation to make that happen. You don't have to get like a whole bunch of stuff. It just takes finding the right piece at the right price. So whether you're refreshing one room or updating your entire space, Wayfair helps make creating a home you love feel more attainable. I've done that. I've got a bunch of different things in my house from Wayfair. I got some end tables, got some stuff for the outside, all kinds of things with Wayfair, and I love that you can get free shipping right to the house. I didn't have to go and make sure that I have like the right kind of truck to go and like pick this up and then bring it all the way back, and then I'll have to deal with all that. Boom, delivered right to me. You gotta love that about Wayfair. They have all kinds of different styles too. So if you wanted something in a specific color, you can check all those different ones. You can see exactly what they need. They got the dimensions on there. So if you're ready for an upgrade on your home that's way less, head to wayfair.com right now and shop all things home. Get your space ready for less. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home.
Sitting in a gym in Vegas wondering what day it is and living off glizzies and popcorn.
We're here, Locked On Mavs. Mavs versus Grizzlies, Summer League. Mavs up to tied. They're tied 72-72. 6:37 left in the fourth quarter. Still on commercial here for them. People are talking about the old theme song. I know. Everyone loves to Let It Ride. I think there's some nostalgia to it. There's some nostalgia to the Let It Ride for sure. But yeah, it was great. You can go back to old episodes. Go back to any of the 2024 playoff run and you can listen to the Let It Ride theme. But we had to change it because of TV. Sorry. And we didn't own it. Eventually somebody would have found that and maybe would have taken us down. Larry gets the ball to start the fourth quarter. Darren, Seva, left corner, screen from Diaz-Graham. Seva to Darren. Green Jr. Screen from Seva, and now they're calling a foul on the Grizz. Larry is not as overrated as I thought. All right. Allen's starting to see it. He's at worst an NBA player. He's at best like a really good starter to me. Darren Gray Jr. gets the inbound and shifts his feet too much. He's getting too happy. Jonathan says, how is Dusty made with guards? I didn't remember the guards were on the Michigan team. That's because the three guys that were bigs on that team were incredible. But he played with a lot of guards at FAU as Toby pushes Cedric Coward over the line, pressures him, and Cedric Coward steps over the line, backcourt violation. Mavs get the ball back, forces a turnover. Let's go, Toby. But that FAU team that Dusty May had, he definitely stepped over the line. Why are they even thinking about challenging this? But I think Dusty would be great with guards. He just took what he had with the Michigan team. Larry kicks over. Diaz-Graham Guillermo. No, Jorge. Dang it. I knew I was going to do that. Nice pass from Larry. Nice shot from Diaz-Graham. 11 assists now for Larry as Cedric Howard misses at the rim. I'm getting nervous for him. He does not look good in this game. He's pressuring the ball, but it's not like the Mavs are struggling that much with it. Sean says you're going to live stream games next season. This is what I'm practicing for. I'm trying to see if this is something that actually work. So appreciate you guys. Everybody that's here still right now, amazing. Are you not able to stream the game if you invert it? What does that mean? Up top, Larry to KO. Another pass. Incredible lob. Give this guy a lob threat, and he is averaging 5 assists a game in the NBA. Cedric Howard under the rim and hits it. Wow. 77-74. 5:23 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, yeah, the NBA.com account is – the NBA is behind. Larry passes to Seva. Seva drives and can't get the finish. This guy cannot finish around the rim. He gets there right to the rim. And Larry Garden in the post. No, Jorge Diaz-Graham defending in the post. Wow, that lob was incredible. People talking about like inverting the footage or whatever. It's not about them. With the NBA footage, it's not about the automatic like detectors finding it. And so you're like, oh, you invert it, you change the audio, you don't do with the audio, you do all that. It's not about that. It's they legit have a team that goes out there and finds the stuff and then hits copyright manually. And then they got your channel and then they just do it every time. Tie game set. Luka's across the board. 4:44 left in the game. Larry drives, kicks out. Diaz-Graham. Double. Larry, 3-ball. Ay caramba. Diaz-Graham guarding out in transition. Gets the block. Hendricks. This one has to go, right? Nope. Of course not. What is he doing? They just told him to take as many threes as possible. This guy, that's like 8 for him. Seva. Wow. Shout out to George Sedano for pronouncing KO's whole name as Diaz-Graham gets it to go under the rim. Mavs up by 2. 3:55 left. Let's go. Barn burner. Burton falls down, and they're calling a foul on the Mavs. A garbage call. Dennis says, what if you stream the game without the video or audio? Here we are. I will have a scoreboard in the future, though. That's the one thing that I wish I could have. And for Mavericks games, I will have a scoreboard so you can actually sync up your stream to where we are. But they weren't doing Summer League games, apparently. I asked for it, but they didn't make it happen. All right, call the timeout. 3:49 left. Mavs up by 2. Or there's Mavs challenge. So we'll go to timeout here. Are you going to do collabs with Slightly? Yes. After this stream, I will do a collab with Slightly and we will post it. Does that count? Does that count? Doesn't Slightly just use an unnamed app? Offside? Yeah, he does use Offside. But I mean, he still streams on his YouTube channel and with Haymaker and stuff like that. We can talk about that. I appreciate the not wanting to give a plug to a company that doesn't pay me. Offside could pay me if they wanted to, but they decided not to. A Nick and Slightly collab on a stream would be insane. Do you not remember the stream where we did the what was it? Slightly Blind, Slightly in the Dark, when he did the thing where he didn't know the off season. I'm gonna be at home games. I'm gonna do away games. I think I'm gonna do away games like this next year. I'll definitely be at all the games. The streaming company was like, why don't you just stream the games at the game? And I was like, do I want to be the most annoying person in the world and then hope that the internet is good enough? Sean said, what's up with Clay? Is he going to Miami? Here we go. What just happened? Oh. This guy Burton falls down, elbows Larry in the knee. I hadn't seen this play like this. He elbows Larry in the thigh as he's falling down. You're not going to get a first for Klay Thompson. I'm sorry. Oh. He almost tears Larry's ACL right there. Mavs get the inbound now. 3:48 left and counting. 79-77. Mavs get the challenge. Larry taking the ball up. They have played Larry at point guard this entire game. Larry screen from KO up top. KO fouled under the rim. Mavs up 79-77. A late first, maybe like a fake first for Klay. But Sanji Aldama got a fake first, you know? Might as well keep Klay unless he wants to move. I mean, sure, but if you could get something for him. The Mavs also just do have this log jam right now. If you want developmental minutes for some of these guys, Sergio, sidestep 3, hits it. Sergio De La Reyna hits the 3, 82-77, a clutch bucket. And now Seva guarding Boozer. Stops him, kicks out. Cedric Coward misses the 3 badly from the corner and tries to take it to the rim. And Seva blocks him at the rim. Diaz Graham gets the rebound. Now Larry out in transition. Kicks it over to Seva. Misses the pass. KO. Diaz Graham takes the 3 on the right side. Misses it, but KO puts the ball back. Takes it right off the rim and puts it back in. An incredible putback. Mavs up 84-77. This team is not going down without a fight. Boozer, fouled by Seva. He calls it, and they don't call the foul. Torrey Diaz-Graham called for blocking. The ref didn't know what to do. She stopped in the middle of her call. What a wild sequence of events right there. You have the Larry, the sidestep 3 against Boozer. Hits it. And then you have the Diaz-Graham missed 3, and KO DeRicci puts it in. Holy cow, what a putback. 2:41, Mavs up 84-77. Boozer back to Small. Seva switches back on to Boozer. Over the top, Coward under the rim, and blocked by a Diaz-Graham on the way down. Seva gets the loose ball, and now a foul on Cedric Coward. And Mavs are calling for a take foul. Holy cow, what a great block by Diaz Graham. He's been doing some good stuff this game. Falls for the pump fake, but blocks it on the way down, and then KO blocks it too. Who'd they give that block to? They gave it to KO. Wow. Larry, man. This has been a bad Cedric Howard game. I'm with you, Kaysen. Larry takes it over the timeline. Almost backcourt violation. Boozer picks him up on the switch. Drives right. Crossover. Drives right again. Gets picked. Tough. Foul on Larry. He tried to ISO Cam Boozer, and Cam Boozer stripped him, and then he fouled him. And he said, my bad. Dang, that sidestep three was real nice. He went for it. I mean, he tried to ISO him up. Let's show the game, please. Thank you. Boozer, right wing. Cedric Howard posting Seva, and he gets it stripped because Seva's everywhere. He's a good defender. Like, I think I'm ready to say that about him. Seva is a good defender. 3 blocks in this game. All right, inbound. Over the top. Cedric Howard, right wing, guarded by Larry. Has to pass it away. Diaz Graham guarded by, or drive. Oh my gosh, Omax Prosper drives in the lane and falls real hard on his tailbone. He tried to drive on Diaz Graham. Oh my gosh, that was bad. I think he bruised his tailbone just then. 2 minutes left in the game. Mavs up 84-77. And all 4 Grizzlies are standing around Omax. He's still on the ground. The rest of Ischenko's game is pretty nice. I mean, yeah. Ooh. KO just hit him in the air as he was jumping up in a tough way. I don't even know if that's it's a foul. They're calling it. Shout out to Omax. He's Kobe Bryant at the line right now. Seva is 100% a stash guy. I mean, maybe. But he came over for Summer League, so. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's a stash guy. I just don't know where they would stash him. Back in Russia? Stashing something in Russia, it sounds like. I don't know. Oh my gosh, did you hear that scream? It worked! Shout out to whoever screamed in the arena because it made Omax miss. 84-77. Seva behind the back to avoid the pressure. Passes to Larry. Kicks it over. Darren Green Jr. wide open in the left corner. How did they leave him open? But his confidence is gone. Misses the 3. Omax, right corner. Switch. Diaz Graham back on him. And kicks it back out to Boozer all by himself. Nobody's guarding him. Hits the 3. Maybe he was right about not having the adjustment to the 3-point line in the NBA. Larry. Pressure by Omax. Drives left. And barely gets it over the timeline, but does. Seva calling for it with Cedric Coward on him. Love the confidence there. He waves it off, but now he's calling for a screen from KO. Gets the screen. Seva drives, kicks out. Larry all by himself for the 3. In and out and back in. Seva pass to Sergio De La Reyna hits the 3. 87-80. 107 and a turnover. The Mavs get the ball back. They're calling it a steal from Darren Green Jr. Larry getting hounded by Javon Small. Passes it to KO and they foul him. Wow. Sergio De La Reyna. Let's go. Let's go. 12 points, 12 assists. Have we had a 12-12 Summer League game so far? Swerve says we see the vision, Mavs front office. I do too. Seva takes the ball. He calls for a screen from KO again. Javon Small falls down. Seva passes to Darren Green Jr. wide open again on the left wing. Hits the 3 because Boozer had to come over and help. 90-80, 46 seconds left. The Mavs are going to win this game. Darren Green, his 5th 3, 5 of 8 from 3. Holy cow, off the bench. He's been great. And shout out to Seva calling his shot against both Javon Small and Cedric Howard, both NBA players. That's another assist for Seva. He's got 6 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, 3 blocks. Only 1 of 7 from the field. He could easily have had 10 points in this game. Y'all talking bad about Seva, but he's playmaking like Nemhard. I mean, I'm not talking bad about him. I thought he's been good. I don't like his hook pass, though. That's the one thing I don't like about him. He has not been able to finish so far, and the passing has been kind of strange. Dylan says Sergio looks incredible. Absolutely right. He's looked great. 12 points, 12 assists. He's got 4 turnovers, but hit 2 threes. That sidestep 3 against Boozer was nice. Maybe Seva gets the other two-way spot, like Joe says. I think he's been great. He's all over the place. He does stuff. And he's taking the ball. Like when they're going to put more attention on Larry because he's been playing better, Seva was like, all right, I'll take the ball. I'll take the ball on Cedric Howard. I'll take the ball with Juwan Small on me. Fine. Yes. Who would you want in the two ways? They got Toby, so you can't. You got to have 2 more. 2 more two-way spots left. Who do you want, chat? Who do you want on the two ways? You can have Seva. Maybe Musa comes back, but if you get Musa, then you can't play him as much as you want him to. Darren Green. Cedric Howard takes the 3, hits it, and fouled by Diaz Graham. A 4-point play here is not great. Yeah, you want Poulikitis, you want Seva, you want Darren Green. Why am I getting text right now? Well, they're gonna call. What are they gonna call that? I mean, it's definitely a foul. What are they looking at? Eric says this is what's ruining the league. What foul? Like the fouling? They're doing a flagrant review. Fine. He's defending like he's in Europe still, even though he played at Pittsburgh for 3 years. Yeah, I'm with you, Eric. The constant flagrant reviews. Flagrant foul penalty 1. Two shots to make 1? Oh. He gets 2 opportunities to make the 1 free throw. Is he going to get 2 points from it, or is he going to get 1 point? No, he gets 1 point, right? And they're going to get the ball back, too. Holy cow, this could be a 7-point trip down the floor. The Jazz are just waiting on the side here. And he missed. He gets another one. He gets another chance here, chat. Okay, call your ball. Call your shot, chat. Is he going to make the second one? Call your shot. Did they just say he's 5 of 19 from the field? Good. Hits the second one. 2 opportunities to make 1 free throw. Yeah. All right, here we go. Grizzlies inbound. 41 seconds left. 90-84. Small. Coward. Tries the three. Misses it. Larry the rebound. Clutch rebound. Gets fouled by Omax. Almost got the ball out to Springer, who had sprung free. Pun intended. What's up with the ref and his giggly smile? Okay, so the ref, somebody like hit a half-court shot or something in the middle. I'm not illegally streaming the game, actually, Patrick. I'm watching it on YouTube TV. But I think my stream just may be behind anyway. All right, now Larry gets to take free throws. Larry hits the first one. Clutch. Larry makes them both. 92-84, 27 seconds left. Javon Small over to Boozer. Boozer guarded by Seva. Contested three. Misses because Seva is an elite defender. Diaz Graham, man. Shout out to 11 points, 10 boards, 2 steals, a block, an assist, 2 threes. Oh, my God. A timeout. You're down by 8, 19 seconds left. What are we doing? A challenge? Why do we only do challenges in the first 2 minutes or the last 2 minutes? We should get one challenge in Summer League. One. That's it. You should not have, there is no world where you should have multiple challenges in a Summer League game. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe we're waiting for another challenge again. Down 8, 20 seconds left to go. And yeah, it depends. And these they're challenging. Dusty May, you got to be frustrated about this. Make something happen, Dusty. To be fair, it was a successful challenge. Dennis said, Nick, do you and Isaac know Slightly's real name? I do, because we pay him to come on the show. So I had to find out because I needed his government. Okay, so Diaz Graham gets the rebound. And then it's tipped out of bounds. And that angle looks like there's no way it was out on the Mavs, but oh well, here we go. All right, get your chance. Yeah, depend. You're right. They just need another 7-point play. All right, Boozer inbounding, gets it to Coward. Larry on him, defending, and blocks his three. That's right. Try to test Larry. He gets the offensive rebound, gets the dunk. That's fine. Larry inbounding, passes to Springer, who gets immediately fouled by Javon Small. Dennis, I do text him slightly every once in a while. Like in our chat with DLLS, I call him slightly. Caleb Wilson playing next. I wish Darren Peterson was playing, but he's not, right? Do I worry I'm going to call slightly his real name? No. Not on an episode. Slightly looks like a woman. You guys could have 100 guesses. You'd never guess his first name. What do we get from Boozer in this game? 21 points. I mean, he's still at 21, 8 points, 3 boards, 8 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals. Hit 2 threes. I mean, it's not like he's all right. 3 ball, miss, and a foul underneath by Hendricks. 6 seconds left. Mavs up 93-86. They're going to win this game. I bet slightly goes by Billy. Billy biased. Good old Billy biased. Billy biased down the road. He's working on my truck. Billy biased sounds like a used car dealership you'd go to, like in like in Friday Night Lights. You know, Billy Bias knows that he wants some, or maybe Billy Bias is like a televangelist. What's that HBO show? Oh my gosh, the Gemstones. Righteous Gemstones. Cedric Howard, stat padding in Summer League. Get off my screen. Stat padding in Summer League, Cedric Howard. His real name is Nick. Imagine. Or his real name is Isaac with 2 S's. Isaac would be so mad. Good old Billy Bias bringing a word today. Billy Bias, step up and share with us what Jesus Christ has meant to you. Is that John Poulikitis wearing that Bulls jersey in the crowd? No, that's John Poulikitis wearing the Utah jersey in the crowd. It's like every white guy wearing a jersey without a shirt on underneath it. Dude, this game is never going to end. We've been streaming for, it's only been 2 hours, but it feels like so much longer. Darren Green Jr. hits both free throws as George Posada George Posada, good Lord. All right, I don't have any room to talk saying you pronounced the name wrong. 96-88, Mavs win the game against the Grizzlies. Cam Boozer is a fraud. No, he gets 21 points, 8 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals. I mean, it's still pretty good. Sergio De La Reyes, the story, 16 points, 12 assists. Hit 2 threes, including a couple of really clutch moments. Jorge Diaz-Graham gets to start at center, plays really well, 11 points, 10 boards. Boom. Massive. All right, I'm going to go and record a post-game show with Billy Bias. Appreciate each and every one of you for checking out the show and listening. Subscribe if you haven't already. You guys are the best. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on Locked On Mavs.